Hi, Bill Henshaw here again at my YouTube channel with more current events updates. This is a little bit of an unusual one, and based on a TV religious thing I just saw about separating the Old and New Testaments. It's an interesting theme because, as the speaker said, the New Testament doesn't really start with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That's a prelude to the crucifixion and the New Covenant. And if you misread things in those first four chapters about what Jesus was saying and doing when he was talking to the Jews, it can be very confusing. We have a very similar situation with our Constitution, at least on the surface, with the Constitution and what I identify as the non existent 14th War Amendment. One of the differences is, of course, the amendment was quote unquote ratified later than the Constitution. But the difference is you have to reverse them because the original Constitution is effectively the New Testament that guarantees independent states, local government, and the rights of all of us in the mix. That's what the New York banksters don't want you to know. They want you to think that the non existent 14th War Amendment is the new covenant, and now you have all these freedoms and things you never had before. May have been true if applied to freedmen, but I don't think even that's the case, especially when you know the secret intent of the amendment was to make citizens out of corporations. Corporations are artificial entities and they are subject to the jurisdiction of their masters, the government that created them. They don't have any rights the government is bound to respect. And that's what they want you to think you are without understanding the perspective of it. The sooner you get off of that and the civil rights crap, the better off we're all going to be. Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. You're on the backs of your own people with all this crap that you knew or should have known wasn't designed to work. Enough already. Do it the right way. Go in there, claim rights secured by the Constitution and a judicial court. We're going to be a hell of a lot better off and a lot quicker. Get these bastards off our back in Washington, D.C. Get back to local government, which won't be perfect, but it'll be a hell of a lot more efficient and a hell of a lot less expensive. And we have responsible local parties whom we have the right to instruct. How any of that doesn't add up, it's hard for me to contemplate, but that's exactly what's going on. And I think the New York banksters behind this planned it this way because they understood what I said at the outset. By the way, to get more information on this and other subjects, send me an email, uwinnincourt@gmail.com, about my constitutional defense document package. You'll learn about all of this in there. And go from there, and then you can take it on your own with some help from me via email and some complimentary phone consultations to get you fully up to speed. And you can walk into any court and stop them cold like what I did in South Carolina and Oakland. That's how good this stuff is. Once you learn how to do it, it's good across the board. And there's nothing they can do because they've got the sworn duty to sustain at least the jurisdiction of the trial court. They've never even attempted that in the 5 decades I've been at it because they can't do it. Simple. So that's a remarkable analogy to what I just heard today. And I like that because, now we get back to our basic rights that we have. They're God-given. They can't be taken away from us, especially by a government in which we are not represented at any level or in any department. We're not there. Asians aren't there. Africans aren't there. New York banksters, law enforcement thugs, and state bar association attorneys are there. They control the whole thing for their own best interest. The sooner you grasp that simple concept, the better off we're all going to be. So as I said, to learn more, send me an email, uwinnincourt@gmail.com. Subscribe, like the videos, tell your friends, get the word out. Cross the spectrum, all of us. The quicker we start doing this, the quicker we succeed and get these bastards out of there and get our government and republic back. Thank you.